How's it going, everybody? It's me, Shane. I'm here to give you the first ever One Piece Wednesday. Yeah, that's right. Instead of me doing it on the day of, I'm going to try to aim for Wednesdays. Wednesdays when we do One Piece. And before I go any further, please go ahead and hit that like button because you know y'all like One Piece. Subscribe and hit that notification bell. Even if you don't like One Piece, still hit that like button because I'm going to tell you why you should, and I'm going to tell you why you should be excited. Oh boy, why have I waited until episode 1071 to do this? Well, I'm gonna be honest, it's kind of the same reason why a lot of people say I don't want to start One Piece. It's because it's been a while. It's been a long while. If I would have, here's a little fun fact about me. I considered doing the whole YouTube thing way back, I want to say maybe 2013, 2015, almost 10 years ago. If I would have started then, maybe I would have been in maybe episodes 700 of One Piece. This is actually this past, not August, because we're in August, this past May, June, I had literally watched from the beginning of One Piece all the way to the end of Dressrosa arc because it was on 24/7. There's a channel. If you guys had Pluto, it goes all the way up until that. I'm kind of hoping they go past it just so I could keep going through. And I'm not gonna lie, there are some things that I've missed, but this is kind of, I hate to call it a historic event, but it really is, at least in the world of One Piece. Full disclosure, spoilers, complete spoilers, at least up until this episode. I'm gonna do my best to not reveal some of the things I know that happen past what happens in the manga from this point on. But I mean, the title itself, Luffy's Peak obtained Gear 5th, not calling it Gear 5, Gear 5th. And you know what? You just gotta start it. This is my suggestion. This is what you tell all your friends, family, loved ones, your girlfriend, your boyfriends, those who fit inside and outside those parameters. You tell everybody. Just start. Doesn't matter. You don't have to run. You don't have to sprint. You can just leisurely jog through all of this. First thing we're going to address here. Let's talk about that art. Now, I got a lot of notes in my phone. I got some notes here. But first thing I want to talk about is that art. It is unique. And for 95% of the time, it is beautiful. I say 95 because there's a 5% asterisk, and I'll get to that. But multiple colors, just being able to see the vibrancy, trying to understand what's going on, right? Especially with Luffy's power up. Now, this is something that they haven't just started doing. And I'm going to talk about the sounds because the sounds go in with the art, but the beauty of the art style, especially when we're switching from how Luffy's moving now to how Kaido is moving, how the world around him is kind of moving and bouncing since he has awakened. I don't care if that's a spoiler. That should be kind of obvious. Since he has awakened his next level of power with his devil fruit. Within this, we learn what his devil fruit really is. But the art of all this, beautiful. Let's talk about the sounds, the boings. I'll just get right to it. If you've ever seen a Hanna-Barbera cartoon, or if you're between the age of 28 and 45, and you watched any of the old Tom and Jerry cartoons, I'm talking about anything that's old, you recognize a lot of these sound effects. As a matter of fact, if you watch any other Toei's animations, you kind of recognize some of the regular sound effects. The lightning and charging up, that's from Dragon Ball. I noticed that they've been doing that back in the 700s and 600s. So, yeah, calm down. Anybody that wants to get upset. They've been doing that for a long time. But the sounds of the drums, the vibrations, the drums of liberation, stuff is great. Now, my favorite key piece of animation here is Luffy jumping and his silhouette is against the moon. Very reminiscent, Skypiea when they were with the dancing wolves and they were jumping and having fun and howling. Kind of wish they would make a jump Luffy shoe, a jump Joy Boy shoe. And sound in here, it's for as cartoony as it sounds, it looks really it's done very, very well. And that's where I put that 5% in. There are going to be some people that complain about this, and there are people that complain about this, but I'm going to be completely honest with you. Back in, what year was that? 2004? I think 2003, 2004, when I started watching One Piece on the Fox box. Who's old enough to remember the Fox box on Saturday mornings when 4Kids, garbage. 4Kids was garbage. God, they are part of the reason why I don't like dubs. They're garbage, and they had to draw over guns, and people had pop guns, and Sanji had a lollipop, which didn't make any sense because then he would have high diabetes, which did really right. You don't want kids to smoke, but you want kids to have sugar. Are you out of your mind? Garbage. But people complain about the art style then, and over the years, Oda, he has refined his style. Now, of course, a lot of women have waist about this thin, but a lot of times there are 11 feet tall men who are jacked, and that's a normal human being. Those aren't giants. So let's not complain about the art style when watching One Piece. It is unique, and it is quite fun, especially in this episode. And I love One Piece. Now, if you are a long-time watcher, I usually do this in the very beginning. I got a bunch of these. I haven't opened this guy up yet. This is my Luffy. I think he's doing no, he's not doing Red Hawk. He's doing the jet stamp with the hockey on it. I actually have a Nami that's a figure arch too. I got a bunch of these. I should actually list the figures that I need to get. Like I want to get a Chopper. I'm trying to get the perfect Chopper because there was a giant resin model that had all of his forms on it. That thing's like $1,200. I'm not spending $1,200, but I need him. I need Frankie, Brooke. I need another Sanji because I have Sanji from the Strong World movie. I need Nico Robin. I need to get another Zoro using all 3 of his swords. And Usopp. So I got a couple other guys, right? But in this is what I actually picked up. Not last year, but year before last. Right before the card game came out. Now, this is not official from the card game. This is a vendor's thing. I like mats. I love play mats. I really do. Actually, I have a Dragon Ball Z play mat, Dragon Ball Super card game play mat sitting right in front of me that you guys never see, but it's always there. It's always there. So I love the One Piece for a long time. It's one of the big 3. The big 3 are Naruto, One Piece, and Bleach. These were the 3 top-selling mangas at the same time. Literally the successors to Dragon Ball Z. So I love this show, and my critiques and mis reviews from here on out are coming from a place of love, especially when I do the Netflix. I'm going to make a separate video on my thoughts on that. That's coming out in 13 days as of right now. Yes, I did say One Piece Wednesday since it's out on a Thursday, but yeah, I can't wait to tell you guys my thoughts on that. I'm happy. You can't tell what I'm feeling, but yes, there's a lot of cool stuff that happens in this episode. A lot happens, but a lot doesn't happen. We do get Zoe, the moving island, who has now awakened and started to move again because he hears the drums of liberation. It is the announcement and the return of Joy Boy. More on Joy Boy later. Not going into Joy Boy right now. But we see the world government at Marijo, the top 5 elders. They're talking about the Gumu Gumu no Mi. It's been eluding them. It's as if the Zoan fruits have a mind of their own. Now you're thinking to yourself, person who's for some reason watching this spoiler review, I thought it was a Paramecia fruit. No, that is just how they labeled it. It's actually a Zoan type, a human, or should I say Hito no Mi, mythical model entitled Nika. From here on out, we're just going to call it the Nika fruit because that's a lot of them. That's a mouthful. But they have been looking for this fruit for 800 years. These type of fruits carry their own will, so it's quite interesting. Even Luffy himself doesn't know what's going on in his own body, right? He feels strong. He feels like he could do anything. And the voiceovers that we get from this explanation of these jackasses in the world government, we are not pro world government here. No, no. And by the way, I see people that simp for Doflamingo. Something's wrong with you. I digress. They're telling us that it has ridiculous power. The person gets strength and has overwhelming freedom. And that's literally, he is breaking physics of his own world. Every time he jumps, the ground is bouncing and is ebbing and flowing, and he's moving and springing about and stuff like that. I mean, he could probably pop and lock if he knew how to stand still, right? But there is, within that fluid, beautiful animation, my one complaint. And it's something I actually noticed, not with this anime. I'm trying to remember. There was another show that I was watching. I dislike, with long running series like this, how they abuse flashbacks and recaps. Now we get a flashback of Kaido saying he didn't like winning a certain way when the CP0 guy kind of jumped on Luffy and distracted him long enough for Kaido to literally kill him. I don't like flashbacks like that. I just like flashbacks. Now, the stuff with Hiyori, those flashbacks make sense because it's adding weight to her words and why she's not going to help Orochi not die, right? That stuff is fine. Just, I don't like it. There's a lot of reusing animations for for Luffy bouncing about left and right. Like they did it at least twice. That is a genuine critique. I don't like it. I get that you're saving money, but don't do it. I mean, hell, I'm wearing a Sailor Moon shirt, and I love the hell out of this show. Crystal's nice. I need to finish Crystal because I'm more close to the manga. But the original, come on, the transformation sequences, it's like if they had the computer technology, it's cut, paste, and put it in. No, you just took the cells, you reuse it in the name of the moon. I get it. Personally, I don't like it. Now that I'm older, actually, you could probably see him bouncing there. But by the way, that's from Crunchyroll. Don't y'all try to flag me. That's from Crunchyroll. That's y'all on official stuff. You can barely see it. Digress. Very interesting. Like one of the coolest feats we get here is actually one of the things that kind of, I hate using the word break, but kind of made people lose their minds. Is Luffy doing that symbolic and blowing his arm up, right? He's not doing a gear third. He's just putting that big ass hand down to grab Kaido while he's in his dragon. I mean, it's not a dragon, but in his dragon form. Able to palm him like if you grabbed a garter snake and just pull him, even pulled him through his head through the roof. Very disrespectful. And Kaido's eyes kind of did the cartoon thing now. We should chill on that because I'm going to direct you back to, remember Sky P again. Remember when the crew were coming from the sky all the way down and the balloon octopus shriveled up and everyone's eyes shifted up, including the merry-go or the going merry, however you want to say it. The eyes of the ship, which was alive, moved as well. Even did it in the intro for that, which I love that. The Hikari entrance is one of my favorites, but I digress. So this is not the first time they've done that, all right? We got to chill. I can appreciate that, shit, since 2006 and 7, when we got into CP9 arc, one of my favorite arcs of all time, probably the best arc of One Piece, period. I'm between this and Dressrosa at the moment, but this still takes the edge. The art has gotten a little bit more serious and things have gotten, he's done a good job. And hell, even just now, 2 episodes ago, I want to say last episode with the Bound Man, that looks super serious. We got to chill. This is One Piece. One Piece has always been unique. Chill. Chill. It's just anime, right? It's just anime, bro. I digress. That's a cool feat he did. Another cool feat. Kaido does a burst blast. Luffy freaks out, Tom and Jerry style with the eyeballs, grabs the earth, flips it, and reflects Kaido's blast back at him, making him all charred and ashy like you see in the cartoons when the flames hit somebody and they're all puff, but he recovers. So this is the thing. It feels like the fruit breaks the physics around it. It is like I said it's an awakening. You can look that up for yourself if you want. It's almost like what's the guy called? The guy with the mochi fruit. I want to call him Charlotte Lynn so bad, but that's not his name. Lynn is Big Mom, but our homeboy, right, is able to turn things into mochi around him. This is basically the similar thing to that, right? Very similar. Move it up, blast it back, and it seems like he's affecting the things around him because Kaido will shake that off and become serious again. Luffy in this form, white hair, his clothing is white now. He has this. It's like a wrap. He has a wrap that's around him and it's moving up. It looks like the Bound Man wrap, but it's white. He's doing nothing but laughing. He stamps his feet while he's laughing. He even notes that his heartbeat is different, and that's what we hear, the boing, boing, in the drums. That is his heartbeat. But it seems like Kaido is able to shake it off, and he becomes Super Serious Dragon Man, Mr. Gyarados himself with those jagged teeth, who's happy. He seems very relieved that Luffy's actually not dead, like I said earlier, because he didn't want to win that way. Something to say for your villain who literally helped boil a dude alive, didn't want to win a battle that way. Also, didn't Kaido try to himself? Like, if I remember correctly, he jumped off a cloud in front of Kid. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. That was hundreds of episodes ago, but yes, dude's durable, but seems like he has some honor. I digress. Interesting feats here because now the battle's about to, I guess, continue, conclude. You know, because Luffy's excited for it. He's saying, "Hey, let's finish this." I don't know how I feel about the. So we get flashes for each of his gears that lead up. They go gear 5, and that's kind of cool. I wish they would have stayed on some of the moments at least 3 seconds because it seemed like it was 1 second for each one. Like base form, base form, gear 2, gear 3, gear 4, Snake Man. You could have. It's chaotic, which is basically what Luffy is at this moment, as a agent of chaos. Now, let's talk about something that has been going around the intranet, and I won't keep you long for this. Talking about this broke the internet, like Crunchyroll, a couple other sites who won't be named because people need other ways of watching anime. Their sites went down when people were trying to watch this. This was supposed to come on Sunday. It came out on Saturday for us in the States. And people are comparing it to when Goku first went Super Saiyan, or I'm seeing an argument about comparing it to when Goku went UI in Dragon Ball Super, Ultra Instinct, right? I also had an ignorant person tell me that there wasn't as many people watching anime in 2017 as there were now in 2023. Can we reflect on how dumb that is? Because, of course, as the general population goes up, there are more people, right? But I don't think those numbers are different. Yeah, there's a 6 or 7 year difference in between there, right? But I don't think those numbers are completely different. I'm taking that argument. That argument is going in the trash there. But let's compare it first to Ultra Instinct, where you had the folks in Latin America love them some Dragon Ball. If you think you love Dragon Ball, you don't love Dragon Ball as much as the folks in Latin America. Their dub is great. Everything, like, they love it. So they had people taking days off. They rented I'm gonna say football, but soccer stadiums and everything for people to watch Goku go Ultra Instinct and for Goku to fight Jiren for the first time. We don't have that for One Piece. And someone who I think correctly was comparing things to apples and oranges. One Piece, as of right now, is at is getting to a plateau, and it's steadily still going up. You can't even see my hand. That's how high it's going up. We're getting a Netflix adaptation. We need a proper fighting game. Please let there be a proper fighting game, just like Dragon Ball Fighters soon, please. I like Arena Fighters, but can we get something right? But very well known. It, there are very few people. I have a dear cousin to me, my sister. She knows One Piece. She didn't even watch this stuff. So One Piece is at that level. And yeah, we're comparing apples and oranges. We really, really are. I can say that this moment doesn't feel as serious when you look at Ultra Instinct Goku, such as, everyone's the universe is on the line. Literally, people are going to cease to exist and or die. And the moment that he transforms, we lead right into him kicking Jiren's butt. And here, Luffy gets up. People's lives are on the line, but the mood feels less mysterious. No, I mean, sorry, less serious, more mysterious, and what the heck is going on? More shock than the shock from that. And it is apples and oranges. We are in an internet age where these things get hyped up, which leads me into comparing it to the first time Goku went Super Saiyan. Ain't nobody touching that. Just Urameshi going into his demon form, getting touched. That doesn't touch this. Naruto going and appearing in his Sage form, getting his Baryon form, going to his Nine Tails form for the first time. That ain't touching Goku becoming Super Saiyan. And it's not just because it's not you like it more. No, we were in an era in the 90s, and hell, even the folks in Japan that got it first in the early 90s, and we got it a little bit later on, mid to late 90s, 2000s, when they finally gave us those episodes. It's like, what the hell is going on? Now, yeah, sure, we all kind of had an idea that Super Saiyan was coming, because heck, I had a Gogeta action figure before Gogeta ever showed up in the West. But the moment was serious, intense. The music was unbelievable, just like the music is here. That is the building block upon which all other shonen anime protagonists, male, female, otherwise, that's where you base your transformations on. That's where you get your hair color changes, your changes in strength. You're deciding where your power levels are going. That moment in anime history, nothing is going to really compare to it based on where it is. We are talking about the grandfather, the first of it, doing it. Very, very hard to compare these things. But where do I stand on this moment? It's pretty important. Based on things that are coming, it's pretty dang important. This is seeing I guess Luffy is the main character. Literally, isn't he the eye in One Piece and the title? Shows basically is about him. Actually, don't I got a dang figure right here. Yeah, the dude is the eye in the One Piece. The show is about him. So this is your major character, your leader of your bunch, getting a significant power up, and the story taking a slight shift, more things coming and rising out. With all of the loose ends that need to be tied up in this series, I don't see One Piece ending in another 2 or 3 years. Yeah, probably looking at 2030, in my opinion. But this moment is big. I'm not gonna lie. Usually when I take my notes, I can feel when time is going by. When I'm watching this and then taking my notes, and then I realize the episode was over, and I go into the ending, I'm like, that's it. Couldn't tell. Because of how major this is, because of how great that I can't push enough how great this animation was. I'm gonna give this a 5 out of 5. The lowest I could give this is a 4.5, a 4.5. And that's only if I want to nitpick about reusing animations, and I'm not going to do that. That's why it gets the 5. It gets the 5 because this is a major moment. This is pretty big. But what not we, because I know you guys that watch my videos don't do this. What the larger anime community needs to do: stop this weird ass war. Even if you're trolling, it's getting old. Dragon Ball fans, One Piece fans, Naruto fans, Bleach fans, you all realize you all can watch all of this and like all of them. And if you prefer one more than the other, that's cool. Express your love. But, and I have a friend that sometimes do this, you don't have to neg something, give something a negative just to boost something else up. You don't have to do that. Your love for something can go out there and it doesn't take away from anything else. I mean, look at my channel. I literally review Dragon Ball movies, but I do that. I do Bleach. I'm not doing Boruto. Sorry. I mean, you could pay me to do Boruto, but I'm not doing Boruto. And now I'm doing One Piece. I'm probably going to end up doing Boruto in the future, aren't I? Naruto is actually coming back, so I'll probably jump on that. But you can like all these things. This gets a 5 out of 5 from me. Like what you like, love what you love, but be kind to each other, right? Let's have more. Let's vary up our conversations. Although the one thing that will never get old is people asking, can he beat Goku though? Shit, he might. Please let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Don't forget to hit that like button. Leave a comment. I sincerely want to know what you think. Hey, if you have read up to this point or watched up to this point, how do you feel about the episode? Do you think they hit the feel that you got in the manga when you read it? Kind of feels good. I love it when they add sounds and the drums and stuff like that. That's good. I'm also glad someone mentioned, I keep forgetting that the electricity now for him, that was the Emperor's haki knocking everybody out from Kaido's group. That really got me for a minute. That confused me for a second. I said, I don't think he has electricity power. No, that's just how his haki looks. So that's fine. I was about to clean this up when I forgot the most major thing. Hiryu. I need to remember her dang name. I'm sorry. I have it written down in here. When we have Lady Kozoku Hiyori, goodness Shane, Hiyori, basically letting Orochi know, daughter of Odin, my father suffered in pain. He pretended to be a fool. While the samurais show kindness, you responded with hostility. And then Orochi's servant, oh god, what's this guy called? Conjuro wanders, probably already wanders over, lights him on fire. And this guy is such a vile villain. Does such a great job of showing how much of a piece of trash this guy is, to go from begging her and lying to her about liking the samurai when her mask falls off and she's full of tears. And you know, the Kozuki clan, her whole thing is the Kozuki clan is a clan that keeps his promises, just like her father, who foolishly thought that he would let all of his people go, who withstood that boiling for an hour, who dealt with all of this. They are literally 20 years, after 20 years, their revenge has come. This dude is burning. At one moment, he's like, yeah, it show you how strong the strong are lucky, and I'm gonna kill you with my burning guy. Oh no, I'm on fire. Please save me. I actually like your people. Yeah. Good job showing how vile he is. I enjoy those characterizations. That too is what makes this a 5 out of 5, because while we do, I love that there's no contradictions. While we do have some of the silliness of the bouncing and trying to figure out what's going on here, you have that story layer. Also, everybody knows that Luffy's alive. Marco told The girls, Nami, I forget the little girl's name, told them he's alive. Kid and Law can see that he's alive. Sanji wakes the F up and is like, oh, Luffy's alive. So, yeah. Again, let me know what you thought of the episode in the comment section down below. Can't believe, see, Luffy almost took everything over. Shame on you, Luffy. Shame on you. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. I like doing these on Wednesdays and putting them out on Thursdays because guess what? You should have watched it by now. And my thumbnail would not be a spoiler. It's whatever they chose to put out. Thank you for taking some time out to listen to me talk about One Piece, everybody. I am genuinely excited about going forward with this. Please, if you would like me to review earlier moments of the series, if you want me to go arc by arc, tell you what I thought, give you top 3, top 5 major moments in it, let me know what you think down there in the comment section down below. It's something I'm considering doing because we got a lot of ground to cover. Be good, be blessed. Wash those hands. Be good to yourselves, be good to others. I way it goes. Don't be a jerk. All right? And remember, reach out to somebody if you're feeling sad. If you have something heavy on your heart, like Hiyori does, reach out to somebody out there. All right, it's never too late. You may think you're alone, but you're not. I can promise you that there's people out there that would rather talk to you today than to miss you tomorrow. Okay, my social medias are right there in the description below. Reach out to me, give me a follow, talk to me. Just don't be a jerk about it. All right, guys, until next time, I'm Shane. I'll see you later. I don't know how to sign this off, so I'm just gonna. Hey.